So, it's been a little while since I've talked about palworld, but we are here again today to talk about the game because, unfortunately, it is basically being bullied by Nintendo. The way palworld is being treated by Nintendo is ridiculous and just honestly unfair. And I don't think anyone is going to have any other takeaway when we go over what we're going to be going over in today's video. So I was scrolling through Twitter today when I saw this post here by an individual by the name of Niche Gamer. But Niche Gamer says, palworld confirms that changes to the game are being forced by Nintendo will no longer be able to glide with pals, details below. Under Japan's strict copyright laws, Nintendo apparently owns the right to gliding with whimsical creatures. Now this is an insane thing to read. Nintendo did not invent the idea of flying with a creature. Get the fuck out of here. This is like saying that no other game can have gun reloading because your game has gun reloading. It's an insane, like, fucking cope. Other people are allowed to have games with flying creatures, Nintendo. And I don't get why Nintendo is so mad over palworld. Is it because it's actually a decent game, unlike your recent Pokemon game, Scarlet and Violet? Is that why you're so angry over it? Because an indie developer made something of quality when you guys couldn't? And they put out a game that wasn't a steaming pile of shit? Palworld announces more changes, confirms they're forced by Nintendo. Palworld has unfortunately announced that more changes are on the way, and has also confirmed that they're effectively being forced due to their ongoing lawsuit with Nintendo. As previously reported, palworld changed the way pals are summoned into the world. Originally, characters would be summoned via a pal sphere, but speculatively, their similarity to Pokeballs was a point of contention. Pocket Pair confirmed this change was due to Nintendo's aggressive litigation, however the changes won't stop there, and now palworld is being forced to change gliding. Now players will no longer be able to fly with their pals, and instead will have a glider which is given buffs based on their pals, because apparently Nintendo is claiming the idea of riding whimsical flying creatures belongs to them. Yeah, this is just absolutely insane. If you defend this, you are an idiot. But of course, as you probably guessed, everyone's favorite group of people, Nintendo fanboys, are running defense for Nintendo for this lawsuit. So, Skit here says, I fucking hate Pokemon and Nintendo, bro. Absolutely bitch-made behavior. You can't even fucking glide in any Pokemon game ever, much less fly like you can in palworld. Not buying a Switch 2, not buying more Nintendo or Pokemon products. Digimon was always better anyways. Forever San here replies, it's cool man, I'm buying 3 Switch 2s in your honor. I hope you have to pay an insane amount of money to some scumbag scalper to get those Switch 2s. You mindless drone. You golem. You bot. Ian here replies, that's fine. More $530 worthy enjoyment for me later, while I'm still playing Scarlet and Violet in the meantime. And here we have a Pokemon fanboy bragging about playing an unfinished full-price pile of shit. This is new levels of pathetic, man. Lewis here says, you're an idiot. And he uses the wrong "you're" while calling someone else an idiot. I mean, you gotta love it, man. Fanboys definitely aren't the brightest bulbs in the box. Now, I want to go over a comment that was actually left as a reply to palworld's tweet where they announced that they were in the lawsuit. It comes from Nintengod, so you know it's gonna be good. This whole process, y'all have yet to admit to any wrongdoing. We know for a fact that y'all are not innocent here in this situation. Ah yes, how dare they have flying on creatures in their video game, what a great offense. And I love how these Nintendrones will sit here and, call out palworld for copying Pokemon, but they say nothing at all about Dragon Quest, or they'll come up with some copium-ass excuse for them. I guess copying other games is only okay when Nintendo's the one doing it, huh? I want to go over some posts here talking about the whole situation. Nintendo recycling the Pokemon formula for decades. Palworld gives an actual competition despite having 10 devs at the start. Nintendo gets threatened / jealous of Pocket Pair's success and starts a lawsuit. Palworld removes Palsphere summoning due to Nintendo lawsuit. Nintendo announces Switch 2 with $80 to $90 games and upgrades that need to be paid. Palworld removes gliding with pals due to Nintendo lawsuit. No wonder your CEO can afford to cut their salary in half. You have never had healthy competition, and when one emerges you cower behind lawsuits on instinct. Even when your community makes something out of your beloved game in pure passion, you shut them down. Gamers will remember what kind of company you are. You can always pirate Nintendo games, it's always morally correct. If only Nintendo put this much effort into making Game Freak put out a good Pokemon game. Patenting basic game mechanics is bullshit, especially doing it after Palworld released and blew up. Glad to see the devs are not letting the lawsuit stop them. TLDR, Nintendo is so fucking petty about another company daring to compete with them, that they've sued them to the point where they have to butcher Palworld to keep the multi-billion-dollar company satisfied. Man, some of y'all will really spend $80 on this trash and say that Palworld is derivative slop. Nintendo fans have zero standards, and this shows immensely. Wow, I cannot believe this. I hope Nintendo loses. This is absurd. A case of a big guy bullying a small guy. I hope Palworld devs get all the support that they all deserve. Palworld is better than Pokemon at this point. Your games have been trashed since Heart Gold / Soul Silver. Japan's always been strict with copyright, but my opinion will always be that game mechanics shouldn't be patented. Bloober has one on dual reality gameplay, Nintendo with the Sanity system, even look at what happened with Monolith and the Nemesis system. All great systems that are now shelved. Whether you have any appreciation for Palworld's art or not, I don't think anyone can see this as a good thing. A company, Nintendo, preventing someone else's game from having mountable captured monsters or throwing a ball to have a monster come out of it is absolutely fucked. I hate what they're doing to Palworld. Suing for basic concepts like throwing object at character or to summon character, land, air, and water mounts, and so on. By this logic, COD's throwing a grenade would violate their patent, so would any game with riding animals. Man, there's never been a point in history where I've been so disappointed with the state of this industry. Not only that, but as these companies get greedier and greedier, the games are simply getting worse. All I can say is speak with your wallets, man. Do not buy the upcoming Pokemon game. Do not reward this garbage because they're gonna use your money you spent on Pokemon to sue developers who dare make competition to the recent slop Pokemon games. Oh yeah, and show the Palworld devs some support. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button and leave a mean comment. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me. I'm out.